Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
And it's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Second down and 8. Love to throw. Catch made there by Watson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's Dobbs open left side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. He's tackled there by Kwity Paye. They face second down and 7. They'll go play action with Love. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route. He creates great separation downfield. But now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Richardson operating from the pistol. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Packers on top. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. 31 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one complete to Watson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Josh Downs now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. This is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, which is weird, Mike, because they sent so many guys out in the route. But what does that do? It really stresses your protection. The more guys out in the route, the less guys blocking, and the play ends up resulting in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A throw on the move is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 6. Throwing is Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's in! Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts are on top. It's 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this up to the 42.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. This one, up top for Dobbs. And he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, this is Downs. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will score. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Indy. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end, downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the left side in the hands of Watson.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Here's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
This is 1st and 10. Love to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Love. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And he's gonna go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable with Reed. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Love. There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.